Yeah, what's up, people, man? Once again, ignorant defensive breakdowns that nobody would do. Take a look at Dwight Howard. What kind of help is this? Is Dwight Howard doing? Like, what kind of help is that, man? Make things worse, like Al Horford, he missed the layup. Without it, he, it's sequences like this that just ruin the experience, man. Like I was actually having some fun actually playing the game. The shooting percentages was right. Everything was correct and everything to this happen. Like it's just it's just useless, man. Like I mean 2K17, man, I don't really have high hopes for that game in general because it seems like they're gonna follow the same trend. Some of the same problems gonna still be in the game. So I don't really even think at this point it's even a point. I mean, I'm gonna still do it. I'm gonna still post my videos because there is still that slither of hope, man. But I think it's just kind of like beating a dead horse now because it's getting crazy, man. Like, why would this stuff even be in the game in the first place? The reason I feel like it's not gonna change too, like the reason I feel somewhat like it won't change is because this shit. There was a time where shit like this wasn't in the game. There was a time when shit like this didn't happen. Like you had defensive breakdowns, but it didn't happen this way. There used to be a time. But now it's just the game is just so focused on flash and not on sim. Like that's just a breakdown. Die Howard would go right on the bench if he did that. They would bench his ass and put it. He would go on the bench if he did this. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Actually, in this situation, to be completely honest, like I mean, you can go either way with it, but if it was me, I wouldn't be trying to deny him the ball up towards like the elbow. I would try to be like in between Al Horford for reasons that like that pass could just like he's out of position anyway. Like that pass could have just led. You could have kind of led. It's just this game. Whoever the guys over at 2K is, man, working on this game, Scott OG. Like I don't really feel like they too much like understand the essence of what basketball is and logic with certain players and stuff like that. They don't really understand the logic of basketball players. Like these guys play basketball for a living. I'm not saying they don't make mistakes, but you would think somebody playing basketball all his life wouldn't make a mistake like this. I've never seen Dwight Howard make no mistake like that, especially given what kind of defensive center he is. You don't make mistakes like that, man. Nobody make mistakes. A lot of the times, bad defenders don't make mistakes this bad. Like, can somebody please explain to me what was the point of this? Like, what was the point of this whole reach that he did? I don't have like player icons on, so you can't see who I'm controlling, but I'm controlling like Corey Brewer. Dwight Howard just came up and just this is all part of a strategy of a comeback, old fucking momentum based comeback rubber band feature. Like this if it's gonna work like this, then what's the point of competition? You see, like it. Well, what's the point of competition? Like this game is not a competition, a competitive game. How could it ever be a competitive game when shit like this happened? Like I ain't had no control over that. Like I had no control over what Dwight Howard did right there. So when you take the control out of the user's hands for shit like this, like where's the competition? How are you gonna compete? So records and shit like that online, what does that mean when shit like this happens? Much more stuff like this happens too, but what does it mean? What is the records online, all the pretty stats and stuff like that? What does it mean if stuff like this happen? But it's whatever, man. But like it's starting to be nice out. I'm just I ain't been on this that much. I just kind of been taking my girl out. Been going out to eat a lot and just going and kind of do stuff that got a lot to do with outside, man. Like it's just, but I come back and I play it every like once in a while, but it gets frustrating, man. Like I just wish there was a basketball game. I wish this either 2K fixed their shit or or a basketball game comes to the market that's actually simulation, that's playable. Because the game at this state is barely playable, man. But anyway, man, peace out, folks.